Hello friends, I'm Tom Robarge from Higher Source Wisdom. Today I want to share a simple truth that keeps coming back to me. The Source, God, Jehovah, Yahweh, whatever name you wish to use, God is love. When Moses asked God, "Who shall I say has sent me?" the reply was clear. I am has sent you. Think about this. We are all part of God. We all came from the same source. There is no part of creation that is not a part of God. So when you make a statement starting with, I am, you are making a decree about yourself. Be very careful not to make negative decrees, because your loving Father in heaven would never call you anything negative. Since God is love, and you are a part of God, you also must be love. Forget about balance. Forget about duality. There does not need to be opposites, for we are all one. We all create our own reality. If we believe that there has to be balance, if we believe there has to be duality, then in our reality there has to be balance. There has to be duality. One of the greatest teachers of all time stated, "Be unto you as you believe." We have more control than we realize over our own lives, because if we find a belief that is not serving us, we can change it to a belief that better serves us. One problem, though, is that we all carry around with us beliefs that we do not even realize we have. When we entered this world, we were all a clean slate. Then, as we grew, we received input from those around us, which created our belief system. That is why, in some cases, there is a long string of violence from one generation to the next, until someone comes along and breaks that chain. That is why you have people living at different levels of income. It is all generational. People who were raised in a middle-class income are comfortable at that level, as for the lower class and higher class of income. But it does not have to be this way. You can change your income level by changing your beliefs about money. We live in an abundant universe, yet many people are living in lack. Your loving Father does not wish any of his children to live in lack, yet many do because of their belief system. It is up to each individual to examine their beliefs and ask the Source or their spirit guides to remove this negative belief from them and replace it with a positive belief. It is really that simple. For now we are living in a higher state of awareness than ever before in the history of mankind. The world is changing, and we can change too. Old ways are being exposed so that we can change them. As stated earlier, we are all part of God. If God is love, then we are love, and need to start to walk in love. Yes, people will still have to go through patches of rough times, but the time they spend in rough times can be shortened by asking two questions. What lesson do I need to learn from this experience? What belief am I holding on to that needs to be changed? Sometimes it is not a lesson that you have to learn, but it could be a lesson that the person you are interacting with has to learn. That is not to say blame every negative thing that comes your way on someone else. You still have to examine the situation to determine the cause of the problem and if you have any part of the blame. We all go through hard times to learn a lesson and then share that lesson with others so they can learn the lesson without going through it themselves. Yet we see our children making the same mistakes and having to learn the lesson for themselves. Working together, we can all help each other. We all have our own part to play. We are all part of the Source. We are all one. When you help someone else out, you in reality are helping yourself. That is why there is a golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. If more people would adopt this rule, there would be less violence in this world and an end to wars. It all starts with you, because you are the only one who can change your own reality. Yes, you can be an example to others on how to live a better life. Have more joy and love in your life by being the change you wish to see in the world. You are the ever-loving source. Thank you for listening. If this touched you, visit highersourcewisdom.com for the full transcript and audio version. Subscribe if you'd like more reflections like this. Blessings always, Tom.